Welcome to the home of the Florida State Seminoles, Doak Campbell Stadium in Tallahassee. As we'll see a squad from the back, the Kent State Golden Flashes, taking on a team from the ACC, the Florida State Seminoles. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. The Seminoles will kick it away to start us off. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So the Kent State Golden Flashes offense will start this game off. And they're going to be met by one of the best defenses in the nation, David. And I know seeing a defense doing what they want, when they want to do it, makes you a happy man.
Well, defense is starting to make a comeback. Like, I'm excited about this new era of football. Like, we're seeing better tackling, and we're seeing better coverage than we were a couple years ago. And this defense is fun to...
There he goes. Got the first down and still on his feet. Out to the 36-yard line after gaining 10 on that one. They've got it at the 36. It's a 1st and 10. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Under fire. Good job to avoid the negative play and just get rid of that thing.
That's a good decision by the quarterback. I know that's not going to come up on the stat sheet, but you're in the pocket, nobody's open. Don't risk turning it over. Just throw it away.
On 2nd down, he'll try to make the connection. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical in pass deep.
And I think on that last play, that's an example of the quarterback trying to predetermine who he wants to throw to, and instead of letting the defense dictate who gets the ball. Man coverage, that guy was not open that time out on the perimeter of the field. Still, he gave him a chance, but that thing had incompletion written all over it from the moment the ball left his hand.
They make the stop about 4 yards short of the first down. And the Golden Flashes line up to punt it away. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. What a return there. Found a little running room and put his team in great position. So Florida State's offense will go to work for the first time today. Let's take a quick second to call out some of the impact players their coaches mentioned in meetings this week. Anything you guys heard that really resonated with you?
Yeah, I love when coaches talk about guys that bring it every single day. Like, that we can depend on them. They can get other guys lined up. They're always motivated. They're always being a great teammate. These are the guys that coaches love.
And big-time players make big plays in big games, right? These are the guys that have to play well if they're going to win games like this. It'll be interesting to see what they do today.
As an offense, you're okay with that. You're going to run option plays, and sometimes you're going to bust it big, but sometimes you don't necessarily read it correctly, get some positive yards, and then we come back and we do it all over again with different reads against the different defense.
Out of the gun, the running back has it. All down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down. The Noles injecting some attitude, throwing the spear down and declaring they're going to run the football.
Run the football, be aggressive. This is the part of the offense that, remember, it was a long time Florida State offensive line play wasn't good enough. They got to get that physicality, that run game, if they want to be a great program again.
Power football with the run. And this offense is feeling it as they rip off a big chunk of yardage, and they've got it on the 22.
Well, this is an offense that has a lot of speed, and they have different guys they would love to get the football to in space, and they can find a lot of different ways to do that. I love the idea of going option here and trusting your quarterback to make the right read. If no one accounts for the pitch man, he's going to get it to the outside, and you see the speed on the perimeter. Really clever play call that time by the O coordinator.
Dropping back, it's Castellanos. Can't make the grab. Quarterback just missed him a little bit.
You know, these throws to the perimeter of the field can be so tricky for a quarterback. You've got to be pinpoint accurate and have great timing. You didn't see it there from the QB.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. And he just flat dropped it. I think he wanted to run before he secured it.
And the defense catches a break on that one. And this guy's not a superstar, but he's pretty dang reliable. And we talked to them about this guy. Like, he's kind of the security blanket for the quarterback. And him to drop that football doesn't happen often. You take those lucky things when you can get them.
On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Misses again. It's incomplete, and that's 3 in a row. Now on 4th down, they'll try to come away with 3. The holder will kneel down at the 29, making it a 39-yard attempt. Splits the uprights right down the middle. And that'll put the first points of the game on the board. It's 3-0. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Guys, let's see how it goes this time for the Kent State offense. They're going to need to get something started, finding themselves in a 3-0 hole. Leaves it with the back. Picks up a useful 5-yard chunk out to the 30-yard line.
It's going to be important this offensive line is able to get a little bit of push. Just got to give this guy an inch, a little crease, and he can make yards for him.
Give to the back. They went right back to him, and this time the defense was all over him. Nothing to show for that run. Boy, there wasn't much room to wiggle for that running back there.
None at all. Great job by the defense getting the backfield quickly, closing up all the holes, nowhere to run.
The throw. Got it in the middle. It's Etheridge. Turning it on. He's at the 20. Touchdown, Kent State. He found some open space and turned on the Jets.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy, the connection between quarterback, wide receiver. You can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
All right, guys, here comes the Florida State offense onto the field. A little bit of feeling each other out. They're down 7-3 as they open this drive. The give is to Williams. At the 35, he's open. Finally corralled, but not before. He picked up the first down.
How nice is it in an offense when you can generate explosive plays by running the football? You got to force feed this guy, man. He is an absolute game changer.
The Seminoles just got that huge run. They'd love another explosive play. Back to throw. It's Castellanos. Unloads to the wideout. Makes the grab. And a big gain there. He's knocked down immediately at the 45. Much of this Seminole foundation was built around great quarterback play, some legends at that position.
Some awesome guys that spread it around to elite playmakers, and it's just a great history at Florida State. They've been up and down in the recent history, but this team back in the day, man, Doak was rocking. Everybody wanted to be a Florida State Seminole.
Well, you live by the blitz, you die by the blitz. That time, the defense called it at the perfect time. The linebacker able to make the stop on a short gain.
And from the offense's perspective, that's probably making a little something out of nothing. Throws to the wideout. He put it out there for him, and the senior gave him a chance, but they couldn't make the connection.
Sometimes it takes quarterbacks a few plays to really get into the rhythm of the game and not force things. I think the quarterback that time was really trying to force the ball to his wide receiver, but against man coverage, there were other guys on that play that were open that could have had a chance. So this quarterback just needs to settle down a little bit. He won't be throwing as many incompletions if he just lets the coverage tell him where to go with the ball.
And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf. The Knowles will line up to punt it away. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. He makes the fair catch just outside his own 10 at the 11-yard line. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. They'll try to put a drive together starting from their own 12. They'll try the run. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
I don't care who you are, but if you're going to have success offensively, you've got to have some semblance of a running game. They didn't have it their last time out. They obviously really struggled in that game. And in this one, just not getting enough push up front, and it's putting them in some really difficult situations.
Rush is on him.
And they get to the quarterback and get the sack. That's a big emphasis for this defense. They saw a week ago, this offense gave up 3 sacks. They need to get to him early and often and create some indecision. Nice job getting a sack early in this football game.
They'll go to the ground. Absolutely nowhere to go as this defense makes a third down stop.
And I think you'll hear a little grumbling from the fan base, right? 3rd and long. I want to be aggressive. I want to throw the football. They get conservative. This offense is leading. Maybe that goes into the thought process a little bit.
At midfield, trying to turn it upfield. Touchdown, Florida State. Special teams coming through. The third aspect of the game, delivering big time. The whole thought process is just get the ball back and what will we do on offense? And the special teams takes care of that.
What a great job by the special teams unit, making a big-time play. Listen, the offense was going to get the ball, Reese. Yeah, I get you, but they got this taken care of. Take the punt return, make a few guys miss, take it all the way to the house. Really good execution in that punt return.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Auburn has the lead right now, but I'd hold off on that celebration over at Toomer's Corner for the moment. This one is not over. They're up by a field goal over Ball State. We promise to... Posted on what goes down in this exciting college football matchup.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. One man in the backfield, and he gets it. Got room at the 35. That's a kind of play that can really get you going as they have a first down at the 43. Big chunk play to start this drive. Now they'll really try to take it to this defense. Bring in the heat. Pressure's there, and he lets it go. Not much of a chance there. He just had to get rid of it to avoid the sack.
We're already in the first quarter, but already you get the feeling this could be a long day for this QB. He's already been sacked. He gets hit right there on the incomplete throw. They've got to find a way to do a better job up front of protecting this guy, or it's going to be difficult to put up points.
The play action fake. Fires to the wideout. Got his man. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains. The Golden Flashes have it with a 1st and 10.
This coaching staff has really done a nice job marrying the play-action game to their running game. That looked like that was going to be a run. Everything in...
And the defense will corral the quarterback, and down he goes at midfield.
What a nice answer by this defense. You give up the big play, you respond right back, you get the sack, create some momentum for your side. Nice job by this defense staying with it.
2nd down, they'll go to the air. And here comes the pressure, and there he goes down again.
But for this defense, finally, you're seeing pressure on the quarterback. They're outside the top 50 in sacks per game. They've been waiting to find some more consistent pressure to help them win games, and they're getting it in this game now. 3 sacks on the day. They're just simply winning and doing a better job executing up front at the point of attack.
They stop him short, and we'll have a big 4th down coming. And the Golden Flashes will punt it away on 4th down. A high kick. Let's see if he can pin them back deep in their own end. Was looking for more running room, but found nothing but more tacklers. He's down at the 24. Guys, here comes that Florida State offense back onto the field. These teams putting up some early points, and now they have it back up 10-7. To the air, it's Castellanos. Caught over the middle, it's Robinson. Nice gain on that play, but leaves it a little short of the 1st down.
That's why the bullet pass is so important. Sometimes these defenses, they don't give you big windows to throw into, and you want to take that chance, but you cannot lob that football down the field and get it in there. Nice use of the...
Rush coming in hot, and they got him at the 29.
How nice is it as a defense when you can drop 7 guys into coverage, only rush 4, and still get home? That makes you feel good if you're the D coordinator.
Got it in the middle. It's McCoy. And he picks up enough for the 1st down. We'll see if they get another snap here in the 1st quarter. Both teams wanted to establish the run, and they have done exactly that in the 1st quarter. After the break, they'll go back to work. Motion from the wide receiver. To the air on 1st down. Fires on the move. And this will be incomplete. A big... There forces 2nd down.
Well, it was a good throw, it was a good route, but it was the hit that forced that incompletion.
What will they dial up on 2nd, and a long way to go? Here comes the heat. Gets it to him on the screen. They ripped off 7 on that one. Now a 3rd down and 3.
I'll tell you what, if you want to be overzealous and you want to be a blitzer all the time, I like running the screen right behind him. Did a great job throwing the screen. Almost broke this one for a long game, but it just keeps the defense a little bit more honest if you want to start bringing a lot of pressure.
Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing... And the Seminoles decide to punt it away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. And the return man couldn't get to it to make the catch, and the ball will bounce out of bounds. Guys, let's see how it goes this time for the Kent State offense. We'll see what they can do on this drive that starts at the 16-yard line. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. And that defense gets to him, and down he goes at the 9.
And giving up 3 sacks a week ago. Now you've already given up 4 sacks. They got to find a way to protect their quarterback. Give him a little bit more time.
Now facing 2nd and long after the defense came up with that sack. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
Well, he was trying to do it all by himself. At the end of the day, it's a tackle for loss.
I mean, the number of tackles he broke, at some point, somebody's got to get blocked to help the guy out a little bit.
Man, the defense was like a bunch of zombies on that last play.
Breaks into the open. He'll be brought down at about the 18-yard line. Not enough to move the sticks. The Golden Flashes will send out the punt unit. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. No fair catches here, looking for room. And the return man is stopped, and that'll leave it up to the offense on the next drive. Okay, guys, the Florida State offense returns to the field. A little wrinkle here as they go to the Wildcat and use the extra blocker. They had to punt it away on their last possession, but man, what great field position this time.
I mean, this is awesome. Like, last possession didn't go great. Now you're set up in an opportunity to get some points. Start thinking about what plays I like, Jesse, as I cross the 50.
There are a lot of offensive coordinators out there, David, and in this position, they like to take a shot right away and try and capitalize on this field position.
Right back to the well. Got the first down and more. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup.
That is such a good run. I'll tell you, if you're going to put on a Seminole helmet, you better be dangerous with the ball in your hands at the running back position, right? You think back to the late, great Bobby Bowden. He was always able to recruit a difference maker at that position. He would have loved to have this guy in his offense because it feels like he can score a touchdown every single time he has the ball.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in 2nd and short, not a good job by this defense.
The Seminoles with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Off the play fake. Hines is tight end. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab.
Well, you know who's got to love this offense picking up so many first downs? It's their own defense. David, I know you love playing on teams with great offenses.
And the Noles are on the move. On the option. He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive.
That's exactly what you want to do against the option. You want that thing to string along out wide so you get more bodies to the football. Nice job playing the first option, the quarterback. They've sent the pitch out wide. Guess what? Ready for that, too. They tackle him, and they get him on the ground.
And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Seminoles! Well, that didn't necessarily go as planned, but it was most effective in the end.
I love it, Reese. Down in the red zone, this quarterback didn't have anybody open. Didn't panic. He just decided, man, I'm going to go do this myself. I'm going to use my wheels and put up 6 on the board. He did just that.
And the extra point is good. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Guys, let's see how it goes this time for the Kent State offense. They didn't get much done the last time they had it. Had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36.
The defense has got to do a better job with assignment football. Somebody has to be accounting for the quarterback on these run plays. You know you're going to see it. You've seen it on film. The option play, nobody home. He just takes off. That's an easy first down pickup for the offense. Moving forward now, the defense, they've got to settle in, and they've got to start playing better when it comes to...
Rush coming in hot, and they got him at the 29. This pass rush has just been relentless, and you can bet your bottom dollar they're about to bring the heat again. The give out of the gun. Finds his way for three out to the 33.
And sticking to the run. I'll tell you what, a lot of teams that are really good are really stubborn, and they continue to run the football even with little success. So this offense is going to continue to focus on running the football, you can tell.
On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. Oh, it's picked off. Didn't have a lot of room to run after the pick, but he's done his job. They have it at the 44.
Really tough on an offense. 3rd and long. Tough to, you know you're passing the football. They know you're passing the football. I'm going to rush the passer. I'm going to drop back deep, make you throw the ball underneath. But, you know, quarterbacks also want to force that football and try to get that first down. He does there, and that's why he creates the turnover.
Gives it on the option. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground. Take away that run game. Make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
He'll ride his man on the option. And the ball is free on the pitch. He's loose down the left side. And the defense got it. And they get him on the ground. They get the turnover. They get a chunk of yards, and they are in business. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. Keeping it on the ground with the single back. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
And this offense on 1st down, man, they go backwards. And they built a deficit, and they've been sluggish. And they just need something to get going, to get started, because they've kind of looked out of sorts and out of rhythm this whole game.
That is a big win for this defense, as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
And you got to do a better job up front right there. That run was doomed from the get-go. Nowhere to go. The back gets hit as soon as he gets the football. Hard to succeed as a running back when you get the ball and you get clocked.
Now on 4th down, they'll settle for a field goal try. The holder's going to line it up right at the 30. This will be a 40-yard field goal attempt. Didn't make him sweat at all. It's good. They're back to within a touchdown. 17-10 is the score.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but, man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. The Seminoles have it back. They'll try to get that offensive spear flaming. This time they need to take care of the ball and maybe extend this lead, David.
And I think you've got to look at the positive, Reese. You still got the lead. Now take care of the football. Put a nice drive together, Jesse. You don't have to stress. We're still winning.
I feel like they think that player for player, they're the better unit on the field right now. And they just got to make more plays.
So now it's 2nd and long. Looking downfield, it's Castellanos. Finds his man. It's Williams. And they wrap him up, but not before he's got enough for the first down.
You know, it's a nice throw by the QB there. When you're throwing to running backs, you got to make it easy on them. So you want to put it right on their body, make the catch simple, and let them go to work like they did just there, getting that first.
A little screen to the running back. Oh, he's got some space. Major gaps in that defense, and he got loose, and they finally knock him down at the 41. The execution on that screen pass is one that will go in a coaching clinic.
Nice execution on the screen. Allow the rush to come upfield. Now I release, get the ball to the running back. I got my playmaker in space. Nice chunk yardage play right there by the offense.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
They're looking to throw on 2nd and short. Throws for the tight end. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit.
The big tight end tries to make a catch, and you can tell he extends for the ball, but great job by the defender getting in there, making the hit, dislodging the football out at the same time as he's going to catch it, and the big tight end couldn't hold on to it.
Rides to back and leaves it. Now he's got it all the way down to the 21-yard line, and they are threatening on 1st down.
And that's a welcome sight. Like, this offense has really struggled. Bottom 50 in college football in 1st downs. So they'll take anything they can get. Nice 3rd down conversion. Let's get some positive plays. Keep it 3rd and short. Find a way to get this offense in an upward trajectory, because so far this season, they've really struggled.
Touchdown, no! Snagged in the end zone to give them 6.
And that's the way you execute on offense, man. You keep your foot on the gas. Try to make this a 2-score game. You do with that touchdown. This offense executing beautifully. The defense is going to have to find something in the 2nd half to get some stops.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Fellas, week to week, you just never know, which is why we're here with an update. Auburn is lighting up the scoreboard right now thanks to a dazzling offensive display.
Guys, let's see how it goes this time for the Kent State offense. This late in the half, you're behind. You'd love to create something before the break to build momentum, Jesse.
But you've also had some
And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18. We got a timeout here late in the 1st half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. They've already racked up big sack numbers. It's starting to snowball, and they are ready to go again. Looking to go up top, and time's running out in the half. Pressure coming. He's going to take off. Good little pickup there as he saw some daylight and got what he could. They'll hurry to the line here to try to get off that 3rd down play. From the gun, wants to pass. Lost one deep down the right side. And it falls incomplete, and the offense is lucky to have it. Defender right there almost had it in his grasp. And the Golden Flashes will try to pin them back with the punt. He was hoping for a little more running room, but they're able to get him down at the 45. All right, guys, here comes the Florida State offense onto the field. There's enough time left in the half here, David, to make something happen.
Dang right. I want to be aggressive. I'm not backed up in my own end. I can stay aggressive here. Try to get a field goal, Palmer. Try to get in range to get some kind of points before half.
Yeah, 2 biggest things are you got to protect the quarterback, and the QB cannot throw a pick here in this situation. If you do those 2 things, you got an opportunity here to steal some points.
Running out of time here in the 1st half, they're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Just a short pass to the tight end. And he goes out of bounds after a nice pickup on that one.
And you see tight end matchups all over the field all the time. Now, it used to just be in the red zone. Now, you just find the big fella, you put him in the slot, try to give him the ball as much as possible because you know he can make big plays.
And now on 2nd down for this offense. Scanning the field is Castellanos. He's got the back in the middle. Makes the stop at the 23-yard line, but it's a pickup of 15. A 1st down, and this offense is smelling the end zone. They'll immediately call timeout.
Timeout, Florida State.
And as the clock is winding down here in the 1st half, they'll send out the field goal team. Good, right down the boulevard. And that will extend their lead even further. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
All right, guys, looks like we've got a great one in Tallahassee going on. And the undisputed star of the half has been that lockdown corner. The coaches told us how good he was, but I almost think they undersold how impactful he would be. Ultra physical with zero hesitation. And with hands like that, I wonder if they don't think about using him in the passing game at some point. With that said, let's send it back to the guys at Doak Campbell Stadium.
The Golden Flashes will kick it off to start the second half. He'll start the return inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Guys, here comes that Florida State offense back onto the field. They opened this third quarter on top, and they built the lead on the strength of that running game.
And they made a huge statement, too, just proving to the other team that they're more physical, they're winning in the trenches. So here in the second half, David, just keep demoralizing this defense by pounding the football.
Yeah, and I'm not going to let that happen. I riled up my guys at halftime. We're going to put more people in the box, and we got to come out and meet the physical challenge of this offense.
Well, you're making a positive out of a negative. And that time, quarterback, nice job buying time. He's trying to throw the football downfield. Nothing there. So instead of throwing it away and getting the incomplete, just get what you can get and make this next down more manageable.
Snagged in the middle. It's McCoy. And he'll move his way forward to the first down. They'll mark it at the 35.
When you get man-to-man coverage and you're running that curl, I got to sell him deep. I got to get a little bit of space where I can make him thinking I'm running deep, and then I sit down real quick. QB, wide receiver on the same page, first down.
To the air, it's Castellanos. Quickly to the tight end. And they get to him and knock him down to prevent a big gain. Just a quick rhythm throw there and really good use of the tight end.
Yeah, good use of the big fella. I mean, go through your progressions real quick. You can't find anything. Get the easy gain. Don't take a shot down the field all the time. Take those shots later, but take those easy, wide-open opportunities to get some positive chunks.
And the Seminoles are stopped, but not before getting the first down.
This is a guy that can find you the hidden yardage. That play, he just pushes the pile to get that first down.
Here comes the offense on 1st and 10 from the 47. Caught behind the line. It's White. On his feet at the 40. They finally make the stop, and it's been this way this guy's whole career as a senior makes a play after the grab. It's almost incomprehensible to think the Noles failed to break 17 points 10 times a season ago. That's a year after being prolific, Jesse. So what are the keys to regaining some form?
Now, Reese, I think it's the quarterback position. I think this team was spoiled in a lot of ways when they had Jordan Travis. And they obviously had so much NFL talent surrounding him. But they had a leader. They had a guy that everybody could look at when times got tough and believe in. Someone has got to be able to establish themselves at the quarterback position for this team to get back to its winning ways.
Nice pitch and catch there from QB to wide receiver. Great job. An out route is all about timing. 1, 2, 3, boom, break out, throw it to him right now. Great pitch, great catch.
From the red zone, he's going to throw it. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
We know about this running back's versatility, and he's made some plays in this game so far catching the ball. That time, though, he had no shot. Defender bearing down on him. They're able to get the hit and make sure it falls incomplete.
Looking downfield, it's Castellanos. This time, he's got his man. Touchdown, Florida State! And the route is on. These guys are really hitting their stride in week 4 as they push out that lead.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. And listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
And he makes the extra point. They put together an 81-yard drive. And they close the deal with a 20-yard pass for 6. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Guys, let's see how it goes this time for the Kent State offense. They face a pretty tall mountain here, Jesse, down 24, but if they're going to climb it, this is a good time to start.
Sense of urgency's got to be big right here. You just get the feeling at this point of the game, David, they've got to score on this drive. Obviously, their defense needs to get stops, but at this point, offensively, they've got to execute much better.
They got to be super aggressive. Down 24, you're going to need 3 touchdowns, 3 two-point conversions, everything to kind of go your way. So fast and throwing the football.
And this one will be stopped for no gain.
I got to be honest, I am shocked at just how well the defense has played in this game, especially stopping the run. We talked about statistically how they've struggled this season, but they have put the clamps down in this one, and they're just playing with a ton of intensity.
They'll try to sneak it.
Yeah, and it's been a surprise today for this offense. Like, coming into the game, we all talked about it. We thought they'd be able to run against this defense that's been run on a lot, and this offense just can't get the running game going. Be interested to see what they do to try to change it up, but somehow, some way, they need that physical ground game.
They'll get down and put a stop to this return. They'll mark it at the 32. Okay, guys, the Florida State offense returns to the field. That last drive, an absolute aerial assault for the touchdown, Jesse.
But it was a nice job in play calling, too, David, just giving the quarterback some easy looks and reads so he could go out and execute.
And he knew exactly where to go with the football. Everything looked really, really easy. He was hot. The ball was coming out of his hands. The defense better do something different.
Yeah, just not able to connect that time with his target on the in-breaking route. Got to have a little bit better rhythm. You know these windows are going to be small over the middle of the field, and that's why you try to put some extra mustard on it, but I think that time that's what forced the incomplete.
Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. Pulls it, fires to the left. He'll go out of bounds at the 38-yard line as this offense patiently tries to work the ball out of its own end.
The defense has their hands full trying to stop this guy in the slot. They're going to have to figure something out to bracket him, try and get 2 bodies around him, maybe get some safety help as well, because right now they do not have the answer for this guy.
They'll leave it with him. Gets it to the 46-yard line. 1st down for this offense.
And that's a great sign for this offense because this year we know there's been a little bit of inconsistency, and I think the biggest problem has been 3rd down. Right there, nice job executing, running the ball, picking up the first, and keeping this drive alive.
And the quarterback runs out of time and at the 38.
And it's such an advantage for this defense to have an outside linebacker like that can rush the passer because they can set the edge. They can get off the ball, and they're just way too fast for tight ends or for offensive tackles to get out and block them.
And listen, as a quarterback, you're trying to find the matchup, trying to find who's open. I don't know if anybody was open, but that was not a greatly thrown football. I don't know if it was miscommunication, but the ball thrown out of bounds and just on to the next down.
Got a man. It's Lucas. There he goes. That's not quite going to be enough as they stop him 4 yards short of the marker. The Seminoles send out the punt unit. Here's the return. Everybody stays in their lanes well enough, and they stop him at the 31-yard line. Guys, let's see how it goes this time for the Kent State offense. Opening snap of this drive comes from the 31-yard line. Last time they had it, didn't pick up a 1st down. Let's see if they can put something together here. Finding a way to put that foot in the ground and get it up to the 37-yard line.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on first down and set up a short yardage on second down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet.
There he goes! And he'll ramble to the 34 before he's finally knocked down. And the golden flashes. After ripping off that huge run, let's see if they can do it again. The give to the back. Squeezes out a couple of yards down to the 32.
The run game just has not been working for this offense all game long. You saw it on that last play as well. Just not getting enough push up front on the offensive line. They haven't been physical.
And the quarterback will take a sack back at the 36.
I think this quarterback now at this point is looking over to the sideline saying, hey, can we just not throw it anymore? I mean, my guys, they can't block for me. I've got no chance back here. We need to just run the ball from this point out.
On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. And he feels the heat coming, and it burns him up. Another sack. The Golden Flashes will call on their punt team. The punt goes out of bounds, and a nice job to get them backed up. I think they'll spot it right around the 15. The Seminoles have it back. They'll try to get that offensive spear flaming. A lot of work to do as this drive will start from the 16-yard line. They'll knock him down after a pickup of one.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
To throw, it's Castellanos. Zings it complete to the right. Brought down at the 28, but it's a 10-yard gain.
To be honest, I think the quarterback was a little bit surprised himself at the play call that came in that time. You've got a 3-possession lead here in the third quarter of this game. You're probably expecting some short throws, some runs, and this play caller is still asking for shot plays. And listen, you're the quarterback. You're happy to oblige when you've got the playmakers you have offensively. Just keep chucking it.
And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. Second down, they'll go to the air. Got the quick pass. And brought down. Looks as if that's how we'll end the third. And you want to talk about his favorite receiver, it might be everybody based on the number of guys getting touches and a chance to show off their hands in the passing game. After swapping ends of the field, they gave him a little time to figure out how they'll open the final period here on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Catch in the middle, it's Pittman. He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one. The Seminoles will punt this one away. And the punt team gets down there and touches it dead. That's where they'll put it in play.
That's a great job downing the football, setting your defense up, great field position. A lot of times you let that thing bounce one too many times and it climbs in the end zone, but that was a good job of making sure you downed it and set your D up.
Under fire. That internal flag just didn't move fast enough, and they get him for a safety. And they'll set up for the free kick from their own 20.
And that's exactly what you call complementary football. The punter doing a great job downing the opponent inside their own 5-yard line. Then the defense takes the field, and they get the safety. You've got to love that if you're the head coach.
All right, guys, here comes the Florida State offense onto the field. They'll have another opportunity to extend this lead after punting last time, David.
And it's important to put that punt behind you. It's over. Let it go. Get back to what you were doing that built this lead, Cole.
Yeah, and defense, obviously, they won a few downs that last drive, so we got to put them on their heels here. Maybe mix up a few personnel groupings and try to show them some pictures they haven't seen yet.
The Noles can really attack on this 2nd and short. From the gun, running back on the move. At the 35, he's loose. Breaks into the open up, and he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Seminoles. They push the lead out here in the 4th quarter and close to getting back on track and going 2-1.
And honestly, it's been about complementary football in this game, right? We've seen this offense go up and down the field. They've been lighting up the scoreboard, but the defense has done a great job, too, getting off the field and putting their offense in really good position in this game. The head coach has got to love what he's seen on both sides of the ball today.
Lining up to add another. And the extra point just tacks a little bit more onto this huge lead. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Dynamite matchup today, fellas. Let's show you what's going down. Utah State is currently trailing in this one, but it feels like the tide may be turning. These Aggies have picked themselves up before, and they're capable of it again today.
Guys, let's see how it goes this time for the Kent State offense. And the last time they had the ball, they wound up giving up a safety, Jesse.
Yeah, that was ungood the last time they had the ball. So they got to do something here offensively to get into a rhythm, running and throwing the football. Try to find that consistency.
And try to find something positive with this offense. Forget about the safety. Those don't happen very often. Try to get some first downs together. Get some good mojo going.
He's got it on the right. And he surges up to the 36-yard line, and they'll move the chains. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Maybe this will breathe a little life into this offense, which has been flatlined in the 2nd half. Here's 1st and 10. The give to the back. Defense covering it up and not letting the offense get it back. Gets a turnover.
Ball security is so important. Turnovers lose you games, and this guy has put his team in some tough spots. He fumbled last week. He's fumbled again today.
Guys, here comes that Florida State offense back onto the field. Looking for a man, it's Castellanos. Catch in the middle, it's McCoy. Turning it on. He's brought down, but what a play for this offense, and they'll have it at the 12-yard line.
When we see another catch by this guy, this defense is going to need to do a better job of tackling the catch. In coverage, I know they want to slap the ball away, but if you can't do it and force the incompletion, you've got to at least make sure you're able to drag him down to the ground as soon as he catches the ball.
They'll run it. It's Singleton. He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 of the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. From the gun, the running back has it. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. After that last one, they're staring at a 2nd and long, 1st down marker just short of the goal line. Looking to throw. Lets it go to the end zone. And that ball was in harm's way, and he is lucky to get that one back. And this kicker is turning into old reliable. He's already knocked through a couple today. Never a doubt. And they just tack on a little more to this gargantuan lead.
and they just tack on more points to this big lead. Listen, fourth quarter was sitting extremely pretty. All we got to do, not give up big plays, make them earn everything they get the rest this way, and we looking pretty good.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will... to the 25-yard line. Guys, let's see how it goes this time for the Kent State offense. They coughed it up on that last drive, but the defense really bailed them out, holding them to a field goal, Jesse.
Yeah, and I think the offense kind of got away from...
They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20.
And I bet the frustration meter for this offense is so high. If you can't keep your quarterback upright, it's hard to move the ball. It's hard to score points. This offensive line has not protected.
And the pressure is coming in, and they get him again.
And it's simply been that kind of day for this offense. They've had so many struggles, and at this point in the fourth quarter, you're trailing by a ton of points. The defense knows you're throwing it, and they're pinning their ears back, and they're getting after you, as you saw it on that sack there.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Pocket breaking down. And they wanted it all on third down, but now dealing with fourth down. And the golden flashes will bring the punt team onto the field. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. And they'll get him on the ground as the offense comes out to start the next drive. Okay, guys, the Florida State offense returns to the field. Always good to get points on a drive, David, but chip shot field goals can leave you a little empty.
And I think it's great to get points, but the great teams get touchdowns in the red area. You got to get out there this time and execute a little better on this drive.
You're absolutely right, David. And generally, the best red zone offenses are the ones that run the ball the best. So let's see if they can be a little bit more physical in this drive.
With the catch, it's Blackwell. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the first down marker.
Complete some of these hitch throws early, you're setting up the hitch and go. Later on, you can pump fake that, and then the receiver can pirouette right up the sideline. That might be a home run play for the offense.
And the Seminoles come to the line on third down, trying to keep this drive alive. They'll keep it on the ground. The clock is on their side. Breaks into the open. And we have breaking news. They score yet another touchdown.
Man, this has been a complete performance. The defense has been lights out, and the offense, obviously, just continues to pour it on. This is what you call having a great day. Putting it all together, offense, defense, complementary football.
On to attempt the try. And with that extra point, the lead remains in the gargantuan category. Quick strike offense on that three-play scoring drive. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Guys, let's see how it goes this time for the Kent State offense. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, hoping for better fortune this time around. They'll start this drive with a pass. They're setting up the screen. Didn't have much room to run and not a whole lot of help. Short gain there and still plenty of ground to cover for the first down. They were able to get the ball to the running back in space, but that space just evaporated.
And a great job by the defense, man. It's tough to get those guys on the ground. They're so used to having the football as running backs and making plays and being dynamic. So usually one guy not going to get him to the ground. You want many guys swarming to the football, trying to get that elusive guy on the ground.
The golden flashes come to the line on third and short, trying to keep the drive alive. He did not make it a stone wall on third down. They bring the punter onto the field now. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. Hauls it in at the 25. They'll put that return to a stop at the 33, but the offense set up in pretty good field position. The Seminoles have it back. They'll try to get that offensive spear flaming. Decent field position to start this drive from their own 33. Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. This time he doesn't get loose, and finally the defense gets him bottled up behind the line. clock stops, we have reached the 2-minute timeout, and this offense just a couple of minutes away from putting one in the win column. The Seminoles have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Gets the back moving. Looking to throw, it's Glenn. Oh, he's going to try to hit him over the top. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
And that's a good stop for this defense. And listen, there hasn't been a lot of positive today, but, let's finish this game strong. I think that'll be the message from the defensive coordinator. Can we get a stop? Can we get them off the field? I know lots went wrong, but, let's live in this moment and try to be great right here to end the game.
Picked off. What a play to set him up. He'll try to take it back. Touchdown, Golden Flashes. Gets it done with that huge interception return.
And this defense has had a rough day, but how about this play? Breaking on the football, making the pick, taking it to the house, maybe build some momentum for some future games.
They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. On the move from inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. All right, guys, here comes the Florida State offense onto the field. They're in command of this game. Now let's see if they try to rub a little salt in the wound or happy with getting the W.
Yeah, and listen, this makes the post-game handshake fun sometimes. If you do choose to rub a little salt in it and keep chucking and keep scoring, I'm here for it, Jesse. Your job is to score points. It's my job to stop it. Keep the foot to the accelerator. Keep trying to play ball.
I agree 1,000%. That's like Steve Spurrier back in the day when I was playing for the Gators. You go and play for him because you want the opportunity to throw the ball. So when you get in the game late, you're not handing it off. We were beating Central Michigan by 80-something points. Still letting us throw the football. It's the defense's job to stop you.
And that seemed a little off from the start, didn't it?
That was a big-time play, and it was off from the start because of the play he made.
And I don't think it would have mattered who was playing running back. There was absolutely nowhere to go.
Throws to the tight end. And they won't be able to connect downfield, looking for a big-time play.
And how about this offense? They're not worried about the clock. They're not worried about the score. They're not worried about early and down. Still trying to execute their offense. Still trying to make big plays. And they've had a great day so far.
And the Noles need a massive chunk play to move the sticks here on third. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. He's got it on the outside. And they're going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their total.
Pure domination all game long for this offense. Whether they've been running the football, whether they've been throwing the football, critical down and distances, situationally all up and down the field. This defense has had no answer for these guys. What an impressive performance by the O.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Guys, let's see how it goes this time for the Kent State offense. Well, this has pretty much been an evisceration, an old-fashioned stomping, Jesse.
Yeah, and listen, this is one of those games where you're not necessarily throwing the playbook in the trash after this one, but I do think this coaching staff, David, really has to be honest with themselves and rethink what schemes are working and not working and which guys maybe need to get more touches in this offense.
Well, I think I like the trash option as well because it's been hot trash. This has been a bad day. Offense, defense, giving up a ton of points, not scoring near enough. So it's been a bad day you're going to want to forget.
Working well behind the sticks on second down. Looking to fire. He wants a big play here late. And they can't hook up, going for the big play on second down. Now it's third down. We'll see if the offense can move the chains after that incompletion. Back to pass, it's Tomlinson. The short hands, it's Clark. And they'll stop him about 5 yards short of the first. And the golden flashes line up to punt it away. All the way back to the 15. They'll get down and put a stop to this return. They'll mark it at the 32. Guys, here comes that Florida State offense back onto the field. Final minute, this game's on ice. They can take a knee and run out the clock.
This offense has to feel great with how they're able to go out, execute.
Oh, he's got some space. He'll be forced out of bounds. They'll mark him down at the 44-yard line, and this offense has it going. From the 44-yard line, the offense snaps it on first down.
Black 24. Black 24. Moves.
Wants to throw on first down. Finds the tight end. And that corner came in hot despite knowing that he was giving up some size. Timeout on the field and 4 ticks left to go. And after this play, the cake will be baked. Going to take a shot on second and short. They get to him as he throws. Oh, he makes the play. It's intercepted. And he's going to go down as time has run out. When you know you have a team out of class, the ability to play to that standard and finish with a blowout like this is really impressive.
And it's almost like playing against yourself, right? You know you're better. You know you're going to win the football game, but how do I continue to still execute? This was so easy, great execution, just beat down in every facet.
I think as a player, you just love being in such great rhythm, and we saw that right from the get-go in this game. Offense just able to matriculate the ball down the field. Defense was not giving anything up. What a great game plan coming in, and this was just total domination.
That will put the wrap on things from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. You've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.